Join me now is founder and president of the Article 3 Project and former law clerk to Justice Neil Gorsuch, Mike Davis, and also here attorney for Save America, Christina Bobb. Mike, I'll start with you. You know, we look at all those assets and resources being used to track down one January 6th, and I got a better use of that. I don't know. I could be crazy, but maybe the southern border, some of that money. Mike?
Yeah, it's amazing that the Biden Justice Department is using its resources to hunt down President Trump, Trump's top aides, Trump supporters, Christians praying outside of abortion clinics, parents outraged at school board meetings, while they let BLM and Hamas terrorize Jewish Americans all over America, particularly on college campuses, and while they let illegal migrants, unvetted fighting-age men, flood across our southern border, including from terrorist hotspots.
You know, Christina, take a listen to Christopher Wray testifying. I don't know, he obfuscated, he jumped around, but he's denying the use of confidential informants.
We do not recruit, open, or operate confidential human sources to infiltrate, target, report.
But that's not what this said. It sounds like you were trying to do it in Richmond, Virginia.
No, sir. No,
you
sir.
You weren't? This didn't happen? You can assure us that this didn't happen?
That product did not, to as best as we can tell, result in any investigative action as a result of it. None.
Do you believe him, first of all?
Not at all. I don't think Americans have any reason to believe anything that comes out of the FBI at this point. His testimony was self-serving, and they have a lot more important things that they need to be doing besides tracking down January 6th protesters. As Mike mentioned, if I recall recently, the FBI acknowledged that we have terrorist cells inside the United States that have come in through the southern border, and they pose an imminent threat to our national security, and yet they're spending all of these resources on protesters. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and Mike, you pointed out that with all the protesting going on right now, pro-Palestinian, pro-terrorist Hamas protesting, you don't see a big police presence like you just saw tracking down one January 6th protester.
Yeah, and even more problematic is you have the Biden Justice Department's Civil Rights Division. They have put out like 40 press statements since the worst terrorist attack imaginable on October 7th. Not one of those deals with arresting these Hamas supporters who are threatening and actually perpetuating violence across America. There was an elderly Jewish man who was killed by pro-Hamas protesters. Where the hell is the Biden Justice Department? Where's the Civil Rights Division?
Yeah, and Christina, the synagogue keeper, a female, she was killed too. She was murdered in the synagogue, died on the steps, and it's all shrouded in secrecy. God forbid, if this was a Trump supporter, it would be splashed over every newspaper. Final thought.
Well, and Kamala Harris just recently came out and said it's Muslims that are the victims of hate crimes, which is patently false. The Jewish population is the most persecuted population on the planet, and the Biden administration needs to acknowledge it as much. And they need to support Israel, and they need to support Jews here in the United States of America.
I'm going to leave it right there. Mike Davis, Christina Bobb, thank you very much. Both of you have a great weekend. Thank you.